often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
On first down, Thomas. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running. Because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Going to go with Keller here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Here's a 1st and 10, Oregon. Now this is Keller. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Page. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Oregon's punter out on the field as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Thomas going to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw on second down. Page. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carlson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Off the play fake. Page. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Page. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the cat...
And he will take this in. Touchdown LSU. C.J. Trahan. Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And LSU adds on to their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told the wrist. Try but you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all the wrist, watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole for the all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the bip. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the LSU Tigers taking on the Oregon Ducks. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. LSU with a 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Now Thomas operating from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
2nd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Deku. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. He's 1-0 as a collegiate starter, but now that pressure, it ratchets up quite a bit. The Ducks have it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Page. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Keller. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Back to throw. Page under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Thomas throwing to start the drive. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again, Thomas. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him think.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Thomas. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. 1st and 10, LSU. They run the counter. Livingston. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, Livingston. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Thomas now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of your playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And
blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On third down, easily. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And on. Able to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Looking to throw. Thomas to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Defense.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up a bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Despite a heroic first half from their inexperienced quarterback, his guys trail at the break.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it.
Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
LSU with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Thomas from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Operating from the gun, Page. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. Throwing after the interception. Page. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep. And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football.